and businesses are shut and schools are getting cancelled. These unprecedented measures are tearing at the social fabric of some societies and disrupting many economies, resulting in mass job losses and raising the specter of widespread hunger. Much remains uncertain, but analysts say that the pandemic and the measures we are taking to save ourselves could permanently change the ways in which we live, work, worship, and play in the future. In the post-pandemic world, technology will be as ubiquitous as it is now, if not more, and tech companies will become even more powerful and dominant. That includes smaller firms like Zoom and bigger players like Google, Apple, Facebook, and PayPal, and not just American firms, but also Chinese. But as the pandemic increases our dependence on technology, people will forget that hostility towards Silicon Valley, at least in the short term. We could also see more government use of surveillance equipments. This will be a useful weapon to fight the virus. For instance, countries like Israel are using smartphones to figure out who's been where in order to track clusters of virus. Let's talk about the role of robots in coronavirus. From preparing meals at hospitals, doubling up as waiters in restaurants, spraying disinfectants, to vending rice and dispensing hand sanitizers, robots were on the front line to prevent the damage of coronavirus. In many hospitals, robots were also performing diagnosis and conducting thermal imaging. COVID-19 will fast forward the fourth industrial revolution and digitalization of all services, including public services. Now let's see the effect of coronavirus on healthcare system. We haven't faced a public health emergency of this scale in a century. It is exacting a massive psychological toll on the world's population, both physically as well as mentally. And there are bound to be calls for action. People across the globe will use COVID-19 as a strong justification to demand universal healthcare, and bodies like WHO and CDC will be questioned. We could also see government boost their ability to deploy ICU-level assets, build up stockpiles of protective gear and ventilators, scale up hospital infrastructure of emergency nature, and rely more heavily on military to fight the disease. Digital technologies will become even more prominent, and we are likely to see a rise in the use of telemedicine as well as home testing. I'll end this video with a quote from a famous author. There are so many things in this world we cannot control, like earthquakes, floods, and pandemics. But it's important to remember the things we can, like forgiveness, second chances, our relationships, and our mind. It's important to stay mentally healthy and physically fit at this point of time so that your immune system can fight off any infection that comes your way. Watch our video series on the topic of structure of immune system and how you can improve your immunity naturally. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked this one. See you in the next one.